file handling, we will be looking at the content as per the computer science 12th CBSE syllabus. In today's topic, let us look at actually what is the curriculum, what is the syllabus as per the curriculum. See, we have to discuss in this file handling as per the CBSE curriculum, need for a data file, types of file, that is text files, binary files and CSV files. CSV is comma separated values. And text files, what are the basic operations on a text file? Opening a file, closing a text file, reading and manipulation of data from a text file, appending data into text file, standard input, output and error streams, relative and absolute paths. And in binary files, what are the basic operations we have to see? That is basic operations, open, that is file name, absolute or relative path, mode, that is closing a binary file. And we will see pickle module, that is methods, load and dump, read, write, create, search, append and update operations in binary file. In CSV files, we import CSV module and functions open, close a CSV file, read from a CSV file and write into a CSV file using CSV reader and CSV write row. These things we will be focusing, and in today's session we will be focusing up to text files. Okay, let's look at what is the need for a data file. So what is the need for a data file? Actually, when you are doing a Python program, it will give you the output then and there on the console, isn't it? That later on after some time, if you go and if you want to see the output, it is no more available on the screen, isn't it? And if you want to retain that output also, so that further you wanted to keep that data with you, so that data is no more available in normal execution, isn't it? So that led to the operations of the files, that led to the file handling, right? To store data in organized manner, to store data permanently and to access the data faster, to search data faster, to easily modify data later on, right? So these are the main requirements for the data file, right? So these files have to be handled. So that is, if you want to open a file through a program and update the content, so how do we do that in Python? Using Python, that and all we will see. So what is the need for a data file? To store data in organized manner, to store data permanently, to access data faster, to search data faster, to easily modify data later on also. Okay, so before we proceed for the file operations, let's see what is a file. So what is a file? A file is a sequence of bytes on the disk, permanent storage, that is where group of related data is stored. So file is created for permanent storage of data, right? So what are the operations we can perform on a file? First we will create a file. Okay, if it doesn't exist, we have to create a file. Then if already file exists, we will open the file to read the content from it, and sometimes we want to do some modifications, that is update operation, and sometimes we want to delete the file once it is no more in use, right? So these operations are the basic operations on file, that is CRUD, crude operations we can say. C is for create, R for read, U for update, D for delete. So what is a shortcut to remember operations on file? Crude operations. Crude is C is create, R is read, U is update, D is delete. And then we follow three steps. These basic three steps, if you remember, you can handle files in Python easily, right? First and foremost step is you have to open the file, and next step is process the file, next step is close the file. So first you have to open the file, and then you have to process the file, that is what are the operation you want to perform on the file, like read operation, update operation, like any okay, whatever the operations you want to write operation, okay, such things you will be performing, that is processing the file. After that, once your usage of the file is over, better you close the file. Okay, so now let's look at what are the types of files in file handling in Python. Okay, we have already seen in the syllabus, that is text files, binary files, right? So these text files only, we have again CSV files also. So what is a text file? A file whose contents can be viewed using a text editor is called a text file. A sequence of ASCII or Unicode characters, Python programs contents written in text editors are some of the examples of text files. See, if you open any notepad, so what is the extension? By default it is txt, no, right? So that is a text file. See, there it is, see, if you are trying to, like in Microsoft Word and all, if you are trying to use subscript, superscript, if you are trying to insert image, that and all is not possible, isn't it? So everything is in the form of ASCII characters. So it is a better example of a text file. And then if you see the comma separated values also, so they are all examples of text files. But comma separated value files you can open even using Excel, isn't it? Right? So how to handle these CSV files also we will see in this chapter. Okay, so binary files. What is a binary file? A binary file is actually, it is storing images, videos, audio, some other content also, right? So it stores the data in the same way as it is stored in the memory, right? So when you retrieve, you will see as it is, right? It is not converted into some ASCII values unseen, isn't it? So for example, the exe files, mp3 files, mp4 files, and image files, word documents, these are all the examples of binary files. They can't be read through text editors, like say notepad or bmp. Okay, so are you following? Yeah, let's look at differences between text file and binary file. So in text file, everything is in the form of bits. Every character is in terms of like bits. ASCII character, if it is like 7 bits, 8 bits, it is taking, isn't it? So this is less prone to get corrupt as the change reflects as soon as made and can be undone. So it stores only plain text in a file. It is widely used file format and can be opened in any text editor. Mostly .txt, RTF are used extensions for text files. Whereas binary files, it also represents bits only, but the format will not change. It can easily get corrupted and corrupt even single bit change also. Can store different types of data, audio, text, image in a single file. Developed for an application and can be opened in that application only. Can have any application defined extension like .docx. So in that document file, you must have inserted some images, some audio, even in your PPT, isn't it? So you have to open the PPT file using PowerPoint presentation or whatever the presentation softwares you have, like Google Slides or something like that, isn't it? So are you following? Those files, if you are open by using a text editor, what will happen? The content, everything will be something haphazard, right? So everything is corrupted. Okay, so binary files have to use some application which is only defined for that extension, so that we will not lose any data and we can see the data as it is. Okay, okay children, are you following? Let us look at the preliminary operations are preliminary requirements to perform file operations, right? So first and foremost thing is you have to open the file. Unless until you open the file, you cannot perform any operations or any operation on the file. So to open the file, it must be existing. If it doesn't exist, first and foremost is you have to create. So in Python, when you are using this open command, it will automatically create a new file if it doesn't exist. If it exists, it opens the existing file. So on opening any file, a file relevant structure is created in memory, as well as memory space is created to store contents. After that, after opening only, you can perform operations such as read, write, edit, modify, whatever, right? So these operations can be performed. After completion of your operations, what are we supposed to do? We have to close. Why we should close? When you close the file, what will happen? It releases whatever the system resources it has already acquired, right? It releases the valuable system resources. Okay, and see, if you have forgotten to write close in your program, what will happen? Python will automatically close the file when program ends, or the file object is no longer referred in the program. But it is a good practice when you have written a larger content, a larger code, large files, bigger code, right? So in that case, it is always advisable to close. It is a good practice to use a close operation on the file on which you have performed any modification or any read, write, or which you have opened. Okay. Okay, so let's look at all these file opening modes. What are the access modes that we can give in this parameter list wherever access mode is to be given, right? So R is reading only, sets the file pointer at the beginning of the file. This is the default mode. By chance, if you have not given this parameter, what will happen? By default, the file will be opened in read mode only. Clear? So now RB. What is RB? It is same as read mode but with binary file. Okay, so R is only read only, but RB is if it is a binary file, if you want to open it in the read mode, then RB. R plus is both reading and writing. The file pointer placed at the beginning of the file. RB plus is same as R plus mode but with a binary file. W is writing only. Overwrites the file if the file exists. If not, creates a new file for writing. WB is same as a W mode but with wherever B comes, this is with binary file. W plus both writing and reading, and it overwrites. See, if no file exists, it creates a new file for both read and write purpose. WB plus is same as W plus mode but with binary file. A is for appending, moves the file pointer at the end of the file. Why? Append means what? Insertion at the end. So we are adding the content at the end. So it will move the file pointer at the end of the file. Creates new file for writing if it doesn't exist. AB is same as A, that is appending only but with binary files. A plus is for both appending and reading. See, moves the file pointer at the end. If the file does not exist, it creates a new file for reading and writing. AB plus is same as A plus but with binary mode.